Sue me? She's weak, man. Fuck her.
I like your Titanic. Jesus Christ. Here.
So, I can't.
You got nothing.
I guess I'm like maybe hostile to the anarchists.
Find a few here in the hole. Anyhow, I talked to
like
someone
to
the other night right here. I'm sure of it. No clue who it was, but they set me on a trail.
So they have a lot of these anarchs, and yet I'm just immediately hostile to them, even though they don't know who I am. I'm certainly probably not going to be able to join them. And I'm not really sure why Fabien sent me into a den of anarchs that are like basically a dungeon. They're all hostile to me. For what reason, I don't know. Hopefully I can get some stealth kill off and refill my health.
Here we are. I tell you something. Through your nose, I appreciate my aroma just a little bit more. Leather, old filing cabinets, and a soupçon of homicide.
So, was I supposed to go in that bar?
I should fill you in on the local color. Anarchs and thin bloods we talked about. You can lump them in a batch, mostly. Then there's the court, but you know how the Camarilla works. Princes and primogens and all the usual titles. Other than that, we've a passel of ghouls, hangers-on, rumors of werewolves in Schmidt's Park. Go figure.
So, I came out of that bar, and I came out of it, and then he kept talking. He kept making new dialogue options, so I assume that I am supposed to go this way. Sprint is... I changed it to caps lock.
Something new every day.
So they don't update the, like the markers to tell you to practice certain actions if you remapped them. That's sad. Good thing is that there seems to be a lot of more places where you can feed on them. Both in combat areas and otherwise. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Wait, I think that just sort of automatically filled my health. Because in the original game, you had to stand around and wait for your health to slowly go back up, and you had to balance that with you have to balance that with the fact that you might accidentally drain the human of all their blood. It seems like they're simplifying a lot of things. Yeah, unnecessarily. Okay. I guess let's go down here. There's a marker here. But it's a different marker than the one I've been.
If I had hackles, they'd have just raised up on my hat.
So this person is like maybe a side quest giver. Let's see.
Hey, gorgeous. I'm game.
Okay, I don't know what that
Hot
was.
damn. Let's find somewhere private.
Wait, is he gonna follow me?
Where you got in mind? Your place, my place? Against an alley.
Oh, so this is like someone that you're
Let's
seducing.
take this somewhere more private.
I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Going to your place.
Wish this guy would get off my ass.
Lead the way. No, no.
Okay, since I did some creepy vampire jumping, then he basically lost interest in me. Okay. I'm not supposed to go over here. Because then all the
raise.
people will
I
see me.
deserve one.
But I guess I have to. I'm sure that I would have been seen, but I guess not. I guess nobody quite sees me. Well, I don't know if I'm going the wrong direction.
Christmas again this year.
Sir? I imagine I'm in the international district, but it's not telling me exactly. Okay, so I know like the exact location where I need to be because it's on the map, and I think whenever you look at the map, then it automatically redoes the teal diamond marker that you see in front of you. Okay. Meant to be here.
There's something's here, Fire. Like a brace of knives looking to sever a spine.
What do you mean?
I don't rightly know. Oh no. That is not good. we should talk about what happened.
I wouldn't imagine that I would have been able to remember that, but my character would remember it. We know that we as the player would not remember that because we were told it. But I don't see why the character would also immediately remember. Well, I guess if they had that vision, then they would have all the images and memories come flooding back. But it just seems weird to go straight from like being totally unaware of the fact that fire killed Fabien to just being like now completely.
I was not in control. When one awakens from torpor, the hunger is overwhelming.
I know. And I forgive you. That's just what torpor does. You went into the box, but the beast came out and drained dry the first thing it saw. But hey, we solved the case of my missing body. And of how I got in your head. Diablerie, right?
The complete draining of one kindred by another, so that the Vitae's power is consumed. Yes. But this? What has happened here? This is not normal. A transfer of power, of strength, that is expected. But of consciousness? Never. How can you still be here?
Well, here I am. Any theories?
Well, one of the only things I know about Diablerie comes from the one of the mods for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 1, which I played, which has you diablerizing various important characters as a Sabbat vampire. Sabbat is Sabbat are the evil group of vampires, and the Camarilla are the quote-unquote good, not really that good vampires. And when you diablerize, meaning when you completely drain another vampire as opposed to a mortal, one of the things that would happen in the mod is that they would randomly come into your head and start talking to you. So I think it should be pretty well known among most players of the tabletop or the video games that that's what Diablerie does. So it's weird that they would. I mean, I understand that they're not all like the people that made this new game aren't like assuming everybody is already knowledgeable and stuff. But it is weird that there would be an in-game character that doesn't know like about what the main effects of Diablerie are. But anyways, let me just stop yapping.
It must be this damned mark, designed to trap you.
It fits the evidence. Although why anyone would want a Malk stuck in an old body beats me. In any event, means we've got a new case. Why am I still here despite all the odds?
And who captured me and brought me here? What was intended for me?
Well, the city has the answers. I think it's time you got permission to walk the streets.
Indeed, from the prince of this city.
Prince Campbell, yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, there's something... I can't say why, but not him. Not right now. I'm sorry, I've lost something here. I just know it's a bad idea to go to him straight.
So the princes are the leaders of the Camarilla within a certain city. So there's normally only one prince per city. Sometimes there's splits, of course, but normally not. And then anarchs are led by barons, which is sort of a funny thing, of course, because anarchs, you imagine, would have no what can you do? So in the universe, like every new vampire that has been sired, like one vampire turns another mortal into a vampire. That the person who sire to them, the person who turned them into a vampire, is supposed to bring their child, so-called, to the prince of that city to like explain the vampire society rules and all that. Of course, that doesn't always happen. That's, from what I understand, that's a lot of the background of a lot of tabletop campaigns and part of the Masquerade. It's like you were brought into existence, but your sire, the vampire who turned you, ran away, and have to figure out what's going on and who you are and like what you're doing in the society. Anyway, I need to stop talking. Okay.
Is there something amiss in the court? Can the prince not be trusted?
I don't remember. I'm sorry. I just know that if you go to him now, it'd be... There's got to be another way. Oh, of course. Lou Graham.
Who?
Seattle's previous prince. Sort of. She stepped into the shadows decades back, abdicated. Let Campbell take over the reins.
Weird situation, I know, but her shadow's as long as the night. Get in good with her and it'll keep you safe from intrigue. At least for a time.
An abdicated prince? That is most unusual. Can you lead me to her?
The Glacier Hotel. Swanky place, has seen better days. It's got a big sign out the front you can't miss from the street.
A few blocks north of Dale's Den, where we woke up tonight.
Ah, yes, I passed that place many times on the way to this weird-ass place. And if you didn't catch it, Prince is actually a gender-neutral term. Vampire the Masquerade, and that is realized, not maybe misunderstood. Okay.
I imagine you have questions. Other than, Fabien, why did you try to open the box? And I have no answer for that. A new case. Why were you so stupid, Fabien? Sheer curiosity? Off in the end for both cats and cops, right? At least I made it through. Sort of.
So Fabien was a Malkavian cop?
I suppose we should talk about Lou. You'll need the background.
Probably not.
Who stops being a prince and lets someone else take the reins? I'll be honest, I have no notion why she did it. It's been more than 40 years now. My best advice is to remember that she is old, she is powerful, and she loves herself above all else.
I guess maybe they're keeping the marker on the screen because it's not about scent anymore. It's about, the direction to go to a certain place, finding a place that told you or
Spare a dollar?
trying to find
Really
scent.
appreciate some help.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to use that vampire sprint. It seems kind of silly, especially since
The Glacier
You need to
Hotel
get
used to be
over
the
a
Camarilla
big-
Court, back when Lou ruled the roost. Now there's a glass and steel monolith in the middle of town, Weaver Tower.
especially since you would think you would use sprint for stuff like getting over big gaps, like Fusroda or whatever, or the Whirlwind sprint in Skyrim. But in this game, you don't need sprint to get over gaps and get high.
As you might expect, Lou owns the penthouse. The elevator's at the back. I never got on with it, but it should work for you.
You're gonna have to explain how elevators work to our 100-year-old vampire. Maybe they had elevators back in the 20s.
This will take us to Lou's quarters?
That's right. I reckon you'll do well with her. Just keep your poker face. I'm sure she won't eat you.
Getting some memories from Fabien.
Fabien, my boy, at last. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Ready?
Well, I guess so. If only I knew what this is.
Having a bad night, child? No.
But
Just keep your poker face. They won't eat you. Well, not all of you, anyway.
my.
The little detective? Really? Hope you hosed him down.
Ignore Fletcher. I need you to focus now. Rosalind's on the left, Lou's on the right.
Well, Gideon Hall. And who do you bring to us?
As spoken for and sanctioned, Miss Emerson, this is my new child.
I see. And what do you have to say for yourself? Be kind to the poor man, sister. This
I
is the
wonder if
first
this is
time
like a
he's seen you
flashback
in
from
all
many
your
decades ago.
glory. Welcome, Fabien. Your sire is thought of highly
probably
here.
is.
I am Lou Graham. Now tell me, who are you? Beyond the name, what will you do for this court?
Careful.
Now, I believe, I'll have to look it up, but I believe Madame Lou was an actual, like, prostitute of some kind in Hell's history, or something like that, but, look it up. Someone that I have a Instagram following for, she mentioned that she's from Seattle, or at least lived there for a while. Was a fan of this series.
Well, if I had to answer that, then,
Fabien, are you with me? I saw what you saw. But we are here now. Pay attention.
What's that smell?
Fresh blood. Kindred blood.
Oh my.
I do like the graphics and the atmosphere. I mean, I've seen more detailed games,
I
but
hadn't realized how much
pretty
it had
good.
changed. How much had it gone to dust? Bodies, fire. What's going on?
Ah, yes. We are some here. Mending elixir instantly restores health. Okay. So I have something to do that's locked to number 2 on my keyboard as opposed to the first one. Number 1 is like a melee ability, like a punch of some kind that I was doing for a little bit there. Okay. Well, what exactly? Where am I going? Imagine probably up these fancy stairs. This is definitely gold here. House gold. Yeah. And through here. Corpse. The actual cause of death is unclear. No sign of it. So you get some XP for exploration, which is useful and expected. Dialogue choices affect your relationship with the family. Yeah, I already know that because that was happening with Fate.
I assume from the smell that you are not another of my unwanted suitors.
I am not with them.
No. Somehow you don't seem the type. Well now, it's not often I see someone new in my city. Tell me your story, and we shall see if we are friends or not. Well? Or would you prefer to wash first? You positively reek, my dear.
Remember who you're speaking to.
I laid in torpor for 100 years. I am new to this time. And this place.
You should have stayed in the 1920s. A much better time. Now, let's see. Gone these 100 years with that storied look about you, Oh. Oh my. How serendipitously the chips do fall. After 100 years, the nomad emerges again here in my parlor. So like a brouhaha to reek of undesirables. I suppose I must simply endure. But you,
Okay, so she
what
doesn't like
on
you.
earth brings you to Seattle? I can't imagine our public library has much to offer. Such an honor.
The pleasure is all mine.
Not all of it, I assure you. But tell me, nomad of many faces, what do you call yourself now?
Fire.
Then I'm simply beside myself to meet you. Fire. As I'm sure the prince shall be. After all, you're an interesting person, and this is a most interesting time.
And what is it that makes these times so interesting?
Well, of course.
Well, you know, we had
You
COVID
don't know.
and war in
In just
Ukraine.
2 nights,
Yeah,
Seattle's gone to hell in a handbasket. First, this grisly business with my dear Campbell, and then a spree of reckless murders just last night. And now anarchs accosting me in my own domain. Sudden transitions of power, just awfully messy, aren't they? But I have no doubt our new prince will bring a swift end to the turmoil.
Grisly business. What happened to Campbell?
Now that is an expression. Penny, for your thoughts?
Campbell is no longer prince? What befell him?
2 nights ago, my poor child was found outside Weaver Tower missing something rather vital. His head.
What? How? Who?
Luckily, I had a spare. My other child, Ryung Choi. She rules now in his stead, under my careful tutelage.
So, there's someone going around killing vampires and cutting off their heads. Maybe it's a vampire hunter, mortal vampire hunter, I don't know. That would be a pretty good thing to be part of the game. There was vampire hunters in the first Bloodlines, and also Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, which came before that. And there's a whole line of White Wolf Publishing, which is the organization that publishes Vampire the Masquerade, the tabletop game. They have a whole line of a game based off of vampire hunters. But I have a feeling Vampire Hunters is probably not going to be a big part of this game. I don't know why, I just feel like it. So I don't know, maybe it's like some sort of magic curse or like infection of some kind.
Is it known yet? Who slew Campbell?
Darling, the answer is staring you in the face, lifelessly, from my fireplace. First Campbell, now me. Those vile anarch socialists are growing bold.
The Anarchs destroyed Campbell? Unlikely.
How they amassed such strength under my child's watch, I do not know. But I intend to find out.
There was a killing spree last night?
A figure in a bloodied white gown. So I hear. Running rabid through the streets, trailing gore and Dior knows what else. Seems the rabble think a leadership crisis the ideal moment to make a scene. If they had it their way, the Masquerade would be more tattered than a whore's brassiere. But we'll catch them. Our pet hive is overly efficient. Assuming that brute of a sheriff doesn't lobotomize the culprit first.
So the Masquerade remains intact. How much do the mortals know about this murder spree?
Oh, the wayward child's all over their television news and social media. Mortals call them Hashtag Vampire Bundy. Nobody's taking it seriously, of course. Quite extraordinary, the number of sins you can blame on mental health these days, but still, you can't be too careful. How many bloodless bodies does it really take, after all, to turn on a light bulb? The kindred responsible will be held to account. You can be sure of that.
The new prince, your child, Ryong. Tell me of her.
Young, by our standards, but insightful, considered, decisive, which is the best thing a prince can be. Her only flaw is that she is regrettably contemporary. She has big ideas, as the young so often do. Campbell was already a bit of a modernizer, and look where that got him.
Can you make an introduction for me to Prince Ryong?
I'd think she's rather busy squashing an insurrection. Though I'm sure a little extra muscle wouldn't go amiss. You have my blessing. And you can use your audience to let Ryong know that I require new, more competent security. Someone with a keen hunter's instinct who can accommodate my particular tastes. Now, unless you have something further to discuss.
Okay, I think I was maybe better off hitting that button instead of the other remaining button, which is like, I must see the prince, you know.
What is the political landscape of Seattle?
We're a Camarilla city, of course, though not, it would seem, as exclusively as I had hoped. I told Campbell not to broker with the Anarchs, but now it's evident that he disregarded my advice. They're mostly made up of thin bloods, you know. Worse than Tremere, if you ask me. At least Campbell followed my advice and had the runoffs branded. Proper kindred deserve to know with whom they're dealing, don't you think?
Oh, God. So, I have a brand. Was I thought to be a thin blood or an anarch by somebody? I kind of want to ask her this, but I think it might be a bit too forward. But I feel like I asked.
You said you had the Anarchs branded. Do you mean like this?
Goodness, darling, no. I wouldn't lay a gloved finger on you.
Okay.
Which clans call Seattle home?
Aside from Ventru, we host Toreador, an indecent number of Nosferatu, and more Bruja than I'd prefer. There used to be more of Malkavian bloodline, but I find I have little tolerance these days. As for Tremere, well, I suppose it's just Sophia and the Thorn Woman. No Chantry here to speak of, and between us, good riddance. Other dregs from time to time. They come, they go.
What can you tell me about Seattle itself?
Oh, it's a wonderful city. The best of America's intellect and culture. The best music, too, even if the last few decades have been unfortunate. Oh, and our forests, our mountains, free from wolves, too, of all breeds. You're welcome.
I will take my leave, for the time being.
Don't be a stranger, darling.
Lou liked you. Guessing that isn't your first narcissist. Ryong Choi, then. Now Prince. Here's a thing. My bet is you'll find her in Campbell's office, Weaver Tower. I get an inkling of what it's like for you now, waking from torpor. It's only been a day or two for me. The world is upended.
I wonder if Weaver Tower is inspired by any particular skyscraper in Seattle. there more people here than there was?
Look at you. Even more delicious up close. And that passion, that fierceness, hot as the memory of sunlight. Oh, don't look so surprised, little flame. The first stage of my process is observation. Isabella Moore, artist.
Yeah, I don't know about that voice acting.
And the Toreador, I take it.
So brutalist. But I suppose that comes with the territory? You should stop by my place. Atrium. The kind call it a nightclub, but it's so much more. I have something rather special planned. Once, it might have taken your breath away. If you're open to new experience.
Perhaps I will.
Oh, but what am I talking about? You came here to see Lou Graham. It's been, what, decades since she left that musty old penthouse? How fares the former prince?
If you must know, she was attacked.
No. You're sure? Is she all right?
The perpetrators had no chance.
I don't know what the city would do without her. Well, I won't keep you. You will accept my invitation?
If my pursuits take me nearby, I will consider it.
I'm sure they will. Art always takes. The question is, what will be spared? Until then, little flame.
Yeah, I don't really care for that voice acting, but interesting character, I guess. I'm interested in, like, what's at her nightclub, because, of course, anyone who knows the first one knows that nightclubs were a pretty damn big part of it. The way she was describing this one almost seemed like it was like BDSM, which of course makes sense, but I don't know if they took that in this. It's kind of crazy that they didn't have a loading screen.
Off to Weaver Tower to see the newest prince, then?
Indeed.
Well. It's not often Isabella thinks someone is worth talking to. She must see you as an opportunity, or a fellow artist. She mostly ignores me, and for that, I'm thankful. No doubt you're wondering about the court, and Ryong Choi, our new prince, it seems. She is sharp as a tack, and deals fair. But who's to say? Power changes folks, I guess. You'll meet Tali, too. Queer fish, and as colorful as they come. You already met Benny and Isabella, stick and carrot of the court, respectively.
That is Seattle's inner circle?
Hard to say, given the Campbell news. There are plenty more kindred in Seattle, but who is floating to the top?
Gonna say something. I forgot what it is. Well, this is not what I was referring to, but the base is reminding me of Blue's Clues.
That's the place. Weaver Tower.
So atmospheric. lot of people said that they felt like this game felt empty. But so far, I mean, it seems to make sense that there's not a lot of deep winter night. By people out, I mean NPCs, of course.
This is our city! Kill the Cammy!
More anarchs. Seem a mite upset. I wager they're not here to play nice.
Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to go straight for them or not.
Ugh, can't wait till more animals get to Seattle.
Guess I'll go around. If I can.
Oh, we should burn the glacier, right?
Yes!
Go.
I want a weapon. Why can't I get it like a bat?
I'm ready! This is our city!
Oh! Camera's driving me crazy!
That's it!
Jesus. Fucking God.
Messenger. Anarch forever.
If you're done with your entertainment, you'll be wanting the elevator. The prince's office is upstairs. But anarchs in Weaver Tower. Huh. The mystery deepens. Oh, goddamn. Elevators, the bane of my existence. Hope you're feeling fit. We gotta get up to the 21st. I've been thinking, anarchs here and anarchs at the glacier?
You think these are the same anarchs who attacked Lou Graham?
See, anarchs aren't organized. Even one group gets round to trying something, that is not good news.
I hope there's not a glitch. I hope the elevator is coming. Okay, there is a glitch. Somehow. I don't know. Anyway, I should make dinner. I will finish up this session in half an hour, 45 minutes. So I'll play more tonight, but just not right now. Alright. Adios.